Tonight's first period on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers. And by Papa John's. The day after every Flyers win, get 50% off your online order at papajohns.com using promo code FLYERS. The 15th all-time meeting between the Flyers and Wild. Their second this season. Wild shut out the Flyers 2-0 up in Minnesota in early December.
Let's take a look at our key starting goaltenders for the Minnesota Wild. He was in goal last night and took the loss in New York. Nicholas Backstrom. He only has 2 wins in his last 11 decisions. He lost his last 6. And Steve Mason back in for the Flyers. Red hot at home. He's riding a 7-game winning streak here at the Wells Fargo Center. There are your Kia starting goalies.
Chance for the Flyers to head into the Christmas break above 500 and also with a little help in 3rd place in the Metropolitan Division. They need some help from the Chicago Blackhawks in their game against New Jersey later on tonight. Underway, Flyers in their home orange jerseys for the last time in 2013. And the Road Whites for the Wild are getting used to them. They have been on the road a lot here of late. Flyer line combinations at the top of your screen as Charlie Coyle tips the puck into the Philadelphia zone. And Cavalier got that puck out to the neutral zone. It was nearly a turnover. Here's Coyle sending one back in.
You're just about to say that that's not what you want to do, is go cross ice in your own zone.
Not when Mikko Koivu is the guy that's in the middle.
He was right there. It just eluded him. Flyers have already changed as Mark Streit waits behind his net. And you look at the Minnesota combinations without Zach Parise. Here's a turnover, though, by the Flyers. Niederreiter's shot goes wide and all the way out to center ice. Parise, a late scratch with a lower body injury. He had a foot issue that caused him to miss a game earlier this year. They thought he was going to miss 2 or 3 weeks with that. Ended up coming right back, but not in the lineup here tonight. Jason Pominville has shot, the save made by Mason. The rebound to Coburn. Head-to-head it goes. Flyers turn it over again. And now they have it back as Coburn moves it ahead to Voracek. Voracek from the red line will sweep it into the Minnesota zone. He'll chase with Suter. Voracek getting the angle on him, but then has to deal with Jonas Brodie, the other defenseman. Puck bouncing free. Giroux nearly got a crack at it, but it's picked off by Kyle Brodziak. And the former Edmonton Oiler gets the puck to center before he wipes out. Danny Heatley will play it into the Philadelphia zone. Kimmo Timonen takes over there. The Wild don't take a lot of shots. They don't give up a lot of shots. The first meeting between these two teams, 21 shots apiece. Simmons gets into the Minnesota zone, finds Hartnell. Hartnell tried to cut in front, lost control as he did, but the puck bounces free. The shot, and they score! Luke Schenn beating Backstrom. Hartnell should get his 500th career National Hockey League point, and the Flyers have the early lead. It's 1-0. Schenn scores for a case of Tasty Cake.
What a good job by Luke Schenn, and a better job by Scott Hartnell. When Simmons gets this to Hartnell, Hartnell had one thing in mind: get it to the front of the net. Now he lost the puck, but good job by Schenn for getting involved in this offense and coming right down to the faceoff dot.
Look, everybody for the Flyers and the Wild are down low. Look at that, 5 players in the Minnesota Wild, but nobody knew where the puck was. Then Schenn got to the dot, right-hand shot, by the way. That's a heck of a shot for him to be able to beat Backstrom on the far side.
Yeah, the Wild will collapse 5 guys down around their goaltender, so point men will be open, but instead of waiting at the blue line, Luke Schenn said, I'm going to go where the money is. I got to get in closer.
Hartnell and Simmons should get the assists on Luke Schenn's third at 152. So Scott Hartnell finally gets to that 500-point mark. And the Flyers get the first goal. The Wild now have allowed the first goal in 12 of their last 13 road games. Pretty amazing number, yeah.
Last night was an exception in New York. They scored first and then allowed 4 unanswered goals by the Rangers.
Yeah, lost in regulation time when scoring first for only the second time all year. You really want to play from in front against this team. And the Flyers have the lead. So objective number 1 has been reached by the Flyers. Matt Cook gets the puck to the Philadelphia line. He's stopped there. And the Flyers jab it back out to the neutral zone. Coyle will drop it back to Brodin and then right back to Coyle. But across ice it goes to Ryan Suter. His pass looking for Koivu. Goes deep into the Philadelphia zone. Mason out to play it around the glass. Cook knocks it down, but Streit pokes it away from him to LeCavalier, whose second try gets out to the neutral zone. And the puck bouncing free. Reed will drop it back. We're 3 minutes in. Nick Grossman will wind the puck into the Minnesota zone. LeCavalier backhanding. Brodin knocks that down, but Couturier gets to him. Reed as well. The puck pops free to the corner boards. LeCavalier trying to fight through Cook. But in the meantime, it's Koivu moving it to center ice and then into the Philadelphia zone from his side of the red line, but they wave the icing off as the puck died before the goal line. So here's Grossman back from the flu. He said it was a stomach flu. That's sort of a 24-hour thing that really put him on his back for a little while, but he's good to go here tonight. And he was missed.
When you're not sure, if you're the medical staff, you quarantine right away.
Especially, when the team's on the road. Absolutely.
Yep.
And he said he could not have played, and it was a kind of game where you really missed Nick Grossman's presence in front of the net. A lot of tips, and Columbus Blue Jackets were really driving hard to the net, trying to make it hard for Ray Emery to see the puck. Here's Jason Pominville moving up. Puts it side of the net, takes it back, shot, and Mason the save. And the Flyers will move back the other way. Good stop there by Mason off of one of the dangerous Minnesota Wild players. Little give and go that worked perfectly. Now it's Suter. Moving it ahead all the way in on Mason. He'll keep it in play to Braden Coburn. Coburn to Timonen. Backhands it past Brodziak, but the Flyers unable to get it out of the zone as Hartnell is stopped. Second try, he got it to tuna line. Still not out. Now he takes his stick up high, but they were playing the puck. No penalty. And Heatley keeps the puck in the zone. Heatley will go across ice, and that goes out of the zone, and Suter will take it there. Pass in the middle, Brodziak, and then right back to Jonas Brodin, who's been quite a find for this Minnesota team, but he's also had the fortune of becoming the partner of Ryan Suter. That's a pretty darn good place to be.
Who's the second best defenseman on the Wild team? Whoever plays with Ryan Suter.
There's a save by Mason on a shot that may have changed direction on the way in. Flyers having difficulty moving out of the zone here early on in this one. There's the Scandella shot that goes wide. Keenan chips, but right there is Spurgeon tipped past him by Simmons, and now they do move up. Simmons, at the end of his shift, will play deep into the Minnesota zone and head off on a change. At the 5-minute mark. Glad you could join us on Comcast Sportsnet. Happy holidays as the Flyers and Wild tangle here for the second and final time this season. Wild have 4 of the first 5 shots on goal, but the one Flyer shot wound up in the back of the net. This Van de Velde worked on by Stefan Veilleux just up from the minors. And he gets some help, does Van de Velde, from Luke Shen ahead, but not out of the zone. Shot by Prosser went wide. Now it's sent back into the corner. Corey Mitchell trying to make a maneuver. Losing his stick was Andre Mazzaros. Mitchell digs the puck free. Gets it back out to the point. And a little flip shot there by Keith Ballard goes off of a Flyer and out of play.
Well, good zone time for the Minnesota Wild, but the Flyers lead this one 1-0, and a good net drive by Scott Hartnell and a good follow-up by Luke Shen.
And how about this awareness? Wayne Simmons goes over to the referee, Greg Dvorsky, and says, I need that puck. Okay, give me the puck. Well, we've got it. Don't worry, we're going to take care of it. And they'll take this puck over. The linesman's going to take it right over, and Scott Hartnell will get the puck that he was involved with for his 500th point in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, that's no small feat. Scandella's shot here hits a maze of players in the circle, and now LeCavalier moves up with it. Cross ice for Matt Reed. Reed will come to a stop, go back to the point. Grossman flipping one wide of the net, bounces out the other side, straight in from the point. Once again, the Flyer defense activated. That puck does hit the safety netting, though, and so play stopped. Just over 6 minutes into period number 1, the Flyers with the early lead. Game notes for tonight. A couple of guys really putting up numbers. Jaromir Jagr and Alexander Ovechkin. Bill, from Jagr's standpoint, his career numbers, which is reaching to the very top now as he's moving into a tie for 7th place in all-time goals.
Jaromir Jagr's been reborn about 6 or 7 times in his career.
Maybe he's a cat.
And Alex Ovechkin is just a beast again this year. But Alex Steen of the St. Louis Blues. Congratulations to Steen. He just signed a 3-year extension with St. Louis.
Unfortunately, then injured. It seems to happen sometimes after you get that contract. It's the way it works, but he has had a tremendous year. But for Ovechkin, he's on pace for 70 goal season. Just tremendous stuff. There's Raffl turning, firing off the glove of Backstrom. And then the puck played by the Wild. Up but not out. Timonen keeps it in. The centering pass did not make it a Raffle, and the other way goes Pominville. He's getting help. Pominville moves up, goes cross ice, but it's tipped. Niederreiter will have to go after it in the corner. And Voracek tangle up. And now Niederreiter has the puck. Looking for Pominville behind the net. Done by Brodin. And now the Flyers have control. Giroux to Timonen. They'll just softly play it into the Minnesota zone as the Flyers go for a change. Wild played last night in New York, as we mentioned. They lost 4-1. They have struggled on the road of late. 1-6-1 in their last 8 away from XL Energy Center. They have been one of the better home teams in the NHL this season, and they have not been able to carry that over to the road for the most part. That puck deflects down by Schenn right there in center.
You just can't score wherever they're playing. Only the Buffalo Sabres score fewer goals per game than Minnesota, so they're next to the bottom.
Braden Schenn shot blocked to the corner, bounces back toward Braden. He'll swing it to the point to his brother. Luke comes across to Mazzaros. He barely kept that in the zone. Got it along to Hartnell behind the net. Bumped by Scandella, but centers for Luke. Schenn shot. And that one went wide. That combination almost working again.
Boy, Luke, he liked the feeling of getting into that face-off dot.
Here's Braden to Luke again in the face-off circle. This time he'll circle back and get to Hartnell, whose wrist shot is blocked out high by Scandella. He moves the puck to Justin Fontaine, the rookie. Hands off to Danny Heatley. Heatley back for Fontaine, and the puck trailing him as he was wrapped up by Luke Schenn and then finished. But Mikko Koivu gets to the puck. Dangles to the slot. Backhands. It's jabbed away, but right back to Koivu. And the captain of the Wild getting some space here. All the way around behind the net again. Continues to hold on to the puck all the way out toward the line now to Nate Prosser. Prosser will flip one. Batted away by Mason at the side of the net. And now Braden Schenn will float one out to center. And that one skipping, rolling, and going wide of the net. So it is indeed icing.
Well, the Adirondack Phantoms are coming back to town for 2 games here at the Wells Fargo Center. First one's February 1st. That's a Saturday. It's against the Hershey Bears. Then they play again on Saturday, February the 22nd against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Great entertainment. Come and support the Phantoms back in Philadelphia. And you can get the best seats right now.
And then next season, they'll be closer to Philadelphia on a permanent basis. Right off the draw, a shot by Mitchell's block. That one stung Hartnell, who's just now getting to his skates and slowly making his way to the Philadelphia bench. They'll wave icing off here at the very last moment. And Suter gets back to play it off the stick, and then Grossman, who didn't see the puck, it actually hits him. And now he'll skate it around behind the net, chased by Torrey Mitchell. The puck bouncing around, Mitchell after it again. Swept away by Van de Velde and then chipped to center ice by Hall. Racing after it is Ronaldo, but getting there first was a Wild player, and now the whistle stopping play. That was Nate Prosser who got over there, and then play stopped as it got something on the Minnesota bench. The virtuous scratches. Big names for the Wild for sure. Josh Harding, the goaltender, who's being treated, of course, for MS and basically has had an adjustment to his treatment, so he is out until after the Christmas break. And news today that this guy is not playing due to a lower body injury, so they're without the guy who's leading the NHL in goals against, and without perhaps their most dynamic offensive player. They have to find a way.
Well, you don't replace those guys. You don't fill those holes. You just try to survive.
For the Flyers, you noticed Derek Gustafson's name on that list as he is out for a couple weeks with a knee injury suffered in the game in Columbus. And of course, they're still without Steve Downey as he's dealing with an upper body injury. Cross ice pass to Timonen for a shot that's deflected, goes to the corner. And now Couturier. Sean Couturier turning with it, has a look. Pestered by Granlund, but will get it around behind the net to Lecavalier. He's tackled, and from his knees gets that puck to Reed. We play on. At Reed turning with it. Pass down low. Timonen in deep. Sliding that pass, hoping for Couturier. Bounces away from him to Coburn, who dishes to Reed, and they keep it in the zone. Reed to the top of the circle. Shot! Deflected off of Lecavalier. Save Backstrom. And he's able to find the puck and cover up. Good pressure from the Flyers. Eric Gustafsson, we mentioned his injury. Here's how it happened. As he collided right there and went down, or he dropped, landing on his leg, and he has a knee sprain and sprain and will be gone for a couple weeks, they're saying. But Craig Berube knows going out on the road trip after Christmas, he's going to have to rely on Andre Mazzaros, Hal Gill.
Yep. So he gets Andre Mazzaros into this lineup tonight. Yeah, you need everybody on a long, grueling trip.
Well, I think it's a good thing you've got that type of backup when you got guys like Gill and Mazzaros to be able to come in and fill those shoes, or skates, rather.
Michael Raffl doing a good job stealing the puck to set this up for the Flyers as they try to press the Wild again. Best attack against Minnesota is to keep them hemmed up in their own zone. Here's Raffl with the puck in the corner. He's bodied by Scandella. Good job there to get the puck back for the Wild, and now the puck bouncy to center ice. Fontaine looking for it, goes off his stick, and is played deeper into the zone by Jared Spurgeon. Mazzaros beaten to the puck by Fontaine, who gets to Heatley. Danny Heatley back to Fontaine. Fontaine's pass off of Prosser, and then butted back ahead by Mazzaros to Raffl. Cross ice right in the money to Voracek. Voracek cutting it off the wing. Voracek to the slot. Couldn't get much on the shot, and then trying to get his stick down was Giroux. He was checked. That's a penalty. It was called out in center ice by Paul Dvorsky. Francis Charron did not make the call, but Dvorsky does. Flyers go to the power play. They have the lead because of that guy. Luke Schenn, 1-0 Flyers here in the first.
Marco Scandella is going to pick up the interference call, but it's Claude Giroux that drives the penalty. And the key to this is what? As he goes to net, he's the center on that line. He's going to go to the net. Not only was it interference, it could have been high sticking, it could have been whatever you wanted, because he nearly got his head taken off by that stick of Scandella.
So the Flyers with the first man advantage of this game. Giroux cross ice, back in front. Simmons! He scored! Tic-tac-toe! Giroux, Voracek, Simmons! And Simmons has his fourth goal in the last 4 games. Matthew McCord, a winner of the McDonald's power play payoff. 2-0 Flyers. Simmons scores for a case of Tasty Cake.
Boy, did the Flyers ever take advantage of a weak penalty-killing unit. That's what the Wild have. The seams were wide open for Giroux. I mean, it looked like he had 10 to 15 feet of ice to pass through.
And what you got here is a 2-on-1 down low, only Suter between Simmons. And right there, a great play to start it by winning the faceoff by Claude Giroux.
Giroux and Voracek will get the assist. Simmons already in multiple-point game. As he has suddenly gotten red hot. Mason snares that deflected shot and will hang on. Voracek and Giroux both extend their point streaks. They're both now career-long streaks for those two individuals. Voracek an 8-gamer. Giroux a 7-gamer. And Simmons now is a 4-gamer.
I gotta love Wayne Simmons' hands in front. You know, that pass from Voracek kind of jammed him. It was in his skates, but he was able to recover and tap it in. But really quick hands in front.
Outside the net.
Here the Wild looking to get back as that point shot by Scandella got caught up in traffic in front. Mason was really screamed there. Flyers, fortunate that shot didn't get through. Now here's Koivu. Around behind the Philadelphia net, tries to stuff it. Save made by Mason. And then the puck deflected back through. Koivu really seems dangerous in this hockey game. He's one of the more underrated players in the NHL. Does so many things well. Underrated, I say, maybe by fans in the East who haven't seen a whole lot of him over the years. Certainly his coaches don't underrate him.
No, great on face-offs. Good defensive player. Outstanding offensively. He's got good size. I mean, he really is a complete player.
A lot of people don't realize how big he is. 6'2", 200 pounds. And he has, when he has the puck, he likes to hold on to it.
Timonen from the red line hammers it into the left of Backstrom. Simmons had it hop over his stick, but Reed follows up. Reed trying to get it back in front, but it's blocked off by Scandella. His pass tipped, and the Wild will move it ahead. Here's Pominville looking for it, but it goes past him, and Timonen will just poke it back to Mason, who covers up as we come your way from the Wells Fargo Center, along with our great crew. Wishing you happy holidays, the Flyers so far. Making it happier for their fans with a 2-0 lead. Get Philly sports news and scores when you're on the go. Be the first to know the latest on all your Philly teams. Tony Romo's playing, he isn't playing, he might play, he isn't playing. Right through your smartphone. Download the free CSN Philly Sports app now. Think he plays, Romo?
Oh, I have no idea.
There's a shot that goes
What the hell are you asking me for?
Everyone has an opinion on whether Romo's going to play for the Cowboys against the Eagles in the big game.
I don't care. The Eagles are going to win anyway.
I agree with that, but I think he'll play.
There's Suter flipping one. Save made by Mason. That got through traffic, and then Luke Schenn is spilled in front by Granlund, and people get upset.
Ryan Suter. As I mentioned in the open, 18 times now this year, he's had more than 30 minutes a game. Just under 29 minutes average. As he's the one that's going to take this shot on Mason, and he just kind of sneaks it through. He's such a smart player. He understands what to do with the puck. He understands where people are going. And right there, you can see right through a maze of players, Mason really had to struggle with that save.
All right, Suter, one of those players that everything just seems to come so easily to him as that shot hit a body and bounced again through the slot wide. Looks like the Wild are trying to take a page out of the Columbus Blue Jackets book. As Voracek, oh, that's offside. As Streit went in and Voracek, and now Streit having some words with Prosser.
No, Jimmy, you mentioned Minnesota getting the lead. How important is that lead to them? They have led at the end of the first or the second period 26 times combined this season. They have not lost one in regulation. So it's so important to have the lead on them. And they're a different team. They're just a different team with the lead.
That's what must make Mike Yeo and his staff make it so frustrating. They've been giving up the first goal so much here on the road of late. Really overall. Grossman is shot. When the Flyers played the Wild up in Minnesota, they had 4 straight games where they had fallen behind 2-0 going into that game, if you recall. They finally broke that string against the Flyers. That game was scoreless into the third, and then the Wild scored 2 goals within 57 seconds of one another and went on to win 2-0. Icing the call against the Flyers here. And speaking of that, they're listening to our every word in the truck. That's good stuff. That last bit, this was December the 2nd. Josh Harding with that remarkable save on Jake Voracek, and another nice one on Giroux. And then the 2 quick goals, Charlie Coyle getting one of them, and then Jason Pominville from in tight. And Minnesota shut out the Flyers up in the state of hockey.
Boy, Jason Pominville always plays good against the Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, he's got 28 points in 29 games, including obviously his years in Buffalo, but that's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, point a game in today's NHL over a stretch like that, Coach. That's very impressive. Wild still going to work in the forecheck and stealing the puck. Here's Brodziak around behind the net. Eatley holding on, back for Brodziak, but it was tipped. Prosser at the point goes across ice. Keith Ballard's shot deflected out of play by Adam Hall, and that brings about another whistle.
Well, we want to remind everybody the tickets for the 2014 NCAA Men's Frozen Four at the Wells Fargo Center, April 10 and 11, are on sale right now, and they are moving fast. Packages include access to all 3 games. All you have to do is visit ComcastTix.com and lock in today.
9-5 the shots favoring the Wild. 2-0 the goals favoring the Flyers with 6:22 to go in the first. Timonen. And Matt Reed, he was able to clear the zone. Coyle looks over there, though. Wild look to organize the rush. Scandella, Philadelphia line, got it in, they say, offside as Cook beat the puck into the zone. Or at least one of his teammates did. There's Matt Cook. Not seeing as much of him now. Of course, formerly the Penguins.
Well, he's cleaned up his act.
I've seen that before. Who, me?
Yeah, right. Well, this from a guy that's been suspended 5 times, count them, 5 times in his career. But, I mean, his play, just on face value, has changed. He's more of an agitator, and he does it more with his chirping, with his tongue, than he does with his skate blades or his stick or his shoulders.
What the players say, he's pretty good at that, too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
He still leads the Wild in hits, though.
Yeah, oh, he's physical.
Oh, he plays hard.
Timonen takes a look around here. Couldn't get it past Koivu. He's quickly checked. Puck stays in at the line. Timonen couldn't clear again, and Cook will dump it down low. Timo will get another crack at it. Our defenseman will reverse it to Braden Coburn. Head off the stick of LeCavier, and it hit something on the Philadelphia bench, leading to the whistle. 5 minutes, 24 seconds remain in period number 1. Wayne Simmons assisted on the first goal, scored the second one. 2-0 Flyers. Once again, happy holidays from all of us at Comcast Sportsnet. Flyers a 2-0 lead, and they're going against Minnesota without this guy, Josh Harding, placed on injured reserve back on the 18th as he's having his medication for MS adjusted, something that had to be done. They cannot continue with the same kind of medication. It obviously there's side effects to the medication, so they have to change it up. It wasn't as though he had a setback, just an automatic change.
I sure wish him well. We have a daughter with MS, and it at times is difficult to cope with, so hang in there, Josh Harding.
I'm sure then, given that, Bill, you understand how remarkable it is that he is performing as well as he is in the NHL at all.
Can't really believe it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It's really an unbelievable story, and we wish him the best as he's expected back right after the break. There's a shot by Brodin, fought off by Mason, and then punched to the line, but not out by Timonen. Try to center it again. It's tipped again by the Flyers, so they didn't get to the slot, but the Wild keep it in the zone. Pominville is dumped. That's going to be a penalty. It's a slash on Braden Shen. Pominville's in some pain. He went back at Shen. He wasn't happy with that slash. He's still having some words with him.
Let's take a look and see exactly what happened. Greg Dvorsky, the referee right there. Now watch Braden Shen standing right there, and it actually got Pominville appeared right below the bottom of the pant and right above the shin pad.
Yeah, you get a guy in the right place. You don't have to hit him too hard, do you, Coatsy?
No.
So the Wild get their first power play of the game and try to get within one. As Suter will move the puck to Granlund. His second game back after missing most of 13 games with a concussion. Oh, there's a hit from behind by Coburn on Granlund, and that's going to draw a penalty. So the Flyers will now be 2 men down, cross-checking the call.
Boy, it's where you don't want to get yourself into trouble. We talked about the Wild being the second worst offense in the NHL, but they got the 9th best power play. So if you can play them 5-on-5, you're going to do pretty well against them. Not like this.
Well, Granlund's going to get himself right along the wall. Now watch here. He's not the biggest guy in the world. And right there, he's in that very vulnerable spot where you just can't. You got to pick the guy up and take him up against the wall. Right there, you see Goldberg is very aggressive. He got his arms out and drilled him, and that's where his head's now heading towards the boards, and Dvorsky standing right there to make the call.
And it was the right call.
Yes.
So, minute and 40. Let's just take down to minute 39 with that false draw. Now they put it back up. Minute 40 of 2-man advantage time available for the Wild, and a chance to get this game right back, even if they could score twice with this man advantage time. Granlund obviously is okay. He gets to the puck. Out to Suter it goes. And back. We'll give to Pominville. Of course, the trigger on their power play is Parisi, and he is not available. Granlund. Back to Koivu around the horn. Suter, Koivu, Granlund. Mason was down. Now back out into the slot. Suter shot off the pipe, but Hall could not clear, although the stick knocked out of the hands of Suter, and so the puck does go to center ice. However, the Wild coming right back in. Here's Granlund. Dropping it off for Koivu. Now Granlund looking to the middle. Koivu has it. A minute remaining in the 2-man advantage. On the goal line, Granlund. Back to Koivu. And Suter play catch. Now the dish to Pominville. Right back to Suter. Very patient here. Are the Wild. But it's perimeter passing thus far. Pominville rotates out now to Suter. One-timer, and that one goes wide. Couturier over trying to clear. He knocks Pominville down. Couturier couldn't find the puck. Comes back out to Suter, but his pass tipped by Timonen. Big play there. Now Granlund has it back. To Suter to Granlund. Holding on, waiting, goes all the way across, and then unable to get good stick on that shot was Pominville. And wound up behind the net. Suter digs it off the wall. It's it to Granlund, back to Suter, tipped by Timonen. Regathered by Suter, 15 seconds on the first penalty. Cross ice, Pominville. Holds back, the cross ice shot, and Granlund scores. A one-timer from Mikael Granlund, the player who was hit into the boards. And it is scored with 9 seconds still remaining on the Shen penalty, so there'll still be some power play time for the Wild. This is a 1-goal hockey game, 2-1.
Pretty close to a mega kill, but it didn't happen for the Flyers. And you know, the fatigue does set in for the 3 guys that are killing. But there wasn't much room of that seam pass. The Flyers did such an outstanding job of taking away every seam pass except this one.
You can see right there, the setup where they wanted to be able to go to circle. Pominville saw the opening, got it to Granlund. Granlund, as a left-hand shot, is looking at the open net. And Mason, he can only go so quickly from pipe to pipe. That's a heck of a play by Minnesota.
That's the first 5-on-3 goal they've had all year. They've been 0 for 6 to that point. Here's Coyle carrying the puck in. 12 seconds remaining on the Coburn penalty. One last push with the bad advantage. That puck, they say, stayed in his zone, but now it's stolen by Raffl. Raffl moving up, surrounded by white jerseys. He'll hang on to the puck as long as he can. Take a look around. Still has the puck. The power play has come to an end. Good job by Raffl. And now the Flyers back to full strength as Fontaine will tip it into the Philadelphia zone. 2:35 remaining in this first period. Voracek having some trouble taking that puck on the wall, but does maneuver up with it. But Giroux could not hang on to his pass. Played back to Coyle. And now it drifts back into the Minnesota zone. Brodin has it there for Suter. Right on the money to Torrey Mitchell, the former San Jose Shark. His pass nullified by Meszaros. Bounces back to Brodin. Wild to Brodziak, but he's stopped by Meszaros, who finds Simmons. Simmons cross ice Hartnell with a slot, the wrist shot deflected, and it goes out of play. 2 minutes exactly remaining in the first period. Here is tonight's Jeep trivia question of the game. Which of these Flyers did not play his college hockey in the state of Minnesota? Was it Jay Rosehill, Matt Reed, or Adam Hall? 2 of them did. 1 of them didn't.
That's a good question.
It is. They're all collegiate players.
Yeah. And they all played in the central north of the United States.
They did.
But only 2 played in Minnesota.
I'll give you the answer between the second and third periods. That puck set all the way down, and they wave off the icing in the hybrid call. Schenn pokes that puck to the corner. Then Konopka, I should say, will send it back around to the other side. It bounces into the air, into the neutral zone, and the Wild have it there. Konopka puts it in. Meszaros take it into the boards, but got the puck to Lecavalier. Nice tip pass to Brayden Schenn. He hits his brother. Luke just punts that forward. Brodin right on it, right back to Luke. Luke in his own line will go across to Mark Streit. Streit with a pass that's tipped by Reed, but right to Brodin. Moved ahead. Coburn disrupts the Minnesota pass there, and Cook will drop it back into the Minnesota zone. Brodin checked by Reed, who comes up with the puck. Reed holding on all the way out to the line. Now he'll stuff it back down low for Giroux. Giroux, stutter step move on Suter, and then try to get that puck down low in the zone to Couturier, but it got past him. Now Couturier and Koivu. Koivu setting it to the other side of the ice. Coburn comes racing in from the point, but it's sent past him. Giroux rotated back to stop Cook as he tried to move up with it in the neutral zone. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Here is Suter. Pass stopped by Giroux and dumps the puck into the Minnesota zone so the Flyers can get a line change. Their last of the period. Jared Spurgeon starts up. Diminutive defenseman. Shovels it deep into the Philadelphia zone. Grossman and Pominville come together. Grossman keeps Pominville away from the puck. Teammates trying to come up with this. Now it's sent to the side of the net. Bounced almost to the slot. Flyers get it now, and here's Hartnell. Scott Hartnell from the red line. Chipped it, didn't get it deep. Schenn has to stop as the mate's in the zone. Now he's just going to play it in anyhow. And Pominville gave him the hit from behind, and Schenn gave Pominville a chop. They're going eye to eye. Other players getting in. We've got a pile up along the boards. This play finally whistled down as the horn sounds ending the period. Hartnell got in there with Schenn and Pominville, the original combatants, but others have now intensified things. Scandella, Hartnell, Simmons.
Flyers are well represented.
The period is officially over. Hostilities are not. Perhaps some names being scratched off the Christmas card list as we speak. 2-1 Flyers with 20 minutes in the books here at the Wells Fargo Center. Tonight's Flyers Wild first period was brought to you by Mazda. We believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. By Powerback Rehabilitation. And by Supercuts. Check out supercuts.com to find a convenient salon location near you. Rock the cuts at Supercuts. Luke Schenn, Wayne Simmons on the board for the Flyers. We'll tell you if there were penalties that were given in that last scrum later on. But up next, John Borick and Al Morganti with analysis of the first period here from the Wells Fargo Center. Tonight's second period is brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Audi dealers at legendary Audi Quattro all-wheel drive, the world's top-selling luxury all-wheel drive system. Also brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by 5 Hour Energy Helps, which recognizes those who, despite their own needs, put others first. First period statistics brought to you by Sugar House Casino. Minnesota down where it counts 2-1, although they had the advantage in some of the other categories.
No, but there was far too much zone time in the Flyers' end for Craig Berube's liking, the Flyers head coach, and that's one of the reasons that Minnesota outshot the Flyers 11-5. There were some discipline breakdowns as well, some self-inflicted wounds in avoidable penalties that the Flyers took.
Flyers got the first two, Luke Schenn and Wayne Simmonds. Simmonds on the power play. Simmonds also an assist in that period. Voracek and Giroux extend their point streaks. Mikael Granlund got the Wild on the board at a 2-man advantage. Our GMC NHL update takes you to Washington. The Ducks, winners of 8 in a row against the Caps, also playing very well. Mikhail Grabowski got the scoring started with that nice redirection from Troy Brouwer. And the Caps would then make it 2-0 as Nicholas Backstrom, credit for that goal, his 9th of the year. The Ducks do get on the board. Andrew Cogliano, backhander, and it is 2-1. Washington in the nation's capital. Anaheim's 8-game win streak on the line there as they're getting ready to start the second period. The scrum at the end of the first period of this game resulted in just one penalty. It belongs to that guy right there, Wayne Simmonds.
Well, they're playing with fire, the Flyers are. Well, there's a little helmet rip by Wayne Simmonds, and he was sent right away. I mentioned this during the first period. While the Minnesota Wild are one of the worst offensive teams in the NHL, they rank 29th. Their power play is 9th. So that's how they get it done if they're going to beat you.
Well, we're going to talk to Scott Hartnell at the end of that period, but I told him, I said we ran out of time because it was more important that you went over and took care of business there, which he does. He always loves to get involved and protect his teammates.
Well, he did that. Wayne Simmonds, though, a little bit too aggressive perhaps in doing that, and as a result, the Flyers shorthanded again, and as Bill mentioned, the Flyers taking some penalties to give the Wild this power play time, and it's helped them get back into this game on the scoreboard. Suter plays it in along for Granlund. He's surrounded by the Flyers, who try to clear, but it's kept in. Suter across ice. Spurgeon, he'll wide and fire wide, and that gets past Granlund and all the way down the ice.
That is a bad shot on a power play.
That's the kind that makes a coach really mad, because look at the time that's being eaten up. Now you've got, everybody's got to go back. Now you try to get into the zone again. That's tough.
And they don't get in effectively, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. And that shot was an unscreened shot that, if it is on goal, probably handled by the goaltender.
Sure. Wide angle, but it was wide to the long side of the net, so it just gathered momentum around the corner and ended up all the way down the ice. It's probably the worst play you could make.
Spurgeon this time dumps the puck in. Luke Schenn first to it to Grossman. Grossman tried to poke it free to the corner, but it's tracked down by the Wild, and they'll try to get set up here. Scandella to Koivu. Koivu back across ice, but off the stick. It's intended receiver, and having to play it out in center ice was Modin. He really turns it over as Raffl after that puck.
Burst of speed.
He can skate. And he's a guy who impresses the coaching staff with a lot of things that you won't necessarily even see in the scorebook, but he's also been, of course, finding himself in the score sheet as well here of late with that line. Puck hops free back to Brodin here. Brodin across. 18 seconds on the power play. Brodin will wind up and fire. He broke his stick on that shot. It sails wide. Flyers with a chance to clear here, but Wild get back after the puck. Here's Heatley. prolific scorer in this league, has been pretty quiet for the Wild this year. All you got to do is Suter for a shot that went wide. The Karen played by Luke Schenn out to center ice, and Suter cuts it off. Simmons just out of the box. Going to try to catch up to that puck, but Suter had other ideas. Now Heatley to Coyle, back to Heatley for the shot. Save made by Mason. The rebound overskated by a couple of Flyers, leaving the zone a little early. Now a turnaround shot by Fontaine is knocked down by Mason. Coyle back to the puck in the slot, bouncing around. Flyers have it, and they'll move it ahead. Couturier to Simmons. Simmons in across the line. He'll take the shot off of Backstrom. Rebound poked wide by Lecavalier. Backstrom continues to fight the puck. Seemed like a relatively easy save, and he ended up playing it into a scoring chance. But now the Flyers fumble the puck in the neutral zone. Matt Cook the other way with a shot. Save Mason. Where's the puck? It's behind him. Then jab back through him. And all's okay. As Jake Voracek came to the rescue, and Lecavalier will wind it into the Minnesota zone. There's Voracek after the puck. Still tracking it.
I think Jimmy, I think Mason's hurt. I think he's just never got up from that original shot by Matt Cook.
Yeah,
he's stretching.
Yeah.
Here's Voracek back around behind the net at the other end of the ice. Timonen in deep. And Timonen wrapped up. Ballard, he was told to let go. He really didn't until well after he was told. Now he trips him up, knocks him down again, and he gets away with all that. Now Matt Cook couldn't clear. Crowd not happy with the non-call. That was to a player who'd been warned to boot. Usually the leash gets a little shorter at that point, but Ballard was able to do quite a bit to Timonen right there.
A lot of things happening right now. Timonen just made a real good change, because remember, this is a long change for the defense core. So Timonen's off, but still you've got a goaltender that's hurting a little bit.
Back off right. He did play the puck. Had a chance to cover it there, although they may have given a penalty if he had covered it there. So he kept it in play.
Well, I watched Jim McCrossan, too, the Flyers athletic trainer. He was watching Steve Mason, and he just kind of went back to business on the bench. So I don't think he was that concerned.
Here's Hartnell with the right wing feed for Simmons. Barreling in Wayne Simmons. Scandella comes across and knocks it away from him. And then Hartnell and Simmons bump into one another. Mazaros to the puck. Cross ice. Schenn's pass is tipped. Doesn't make its way to Hartnell. He'll force it back in the middle. Braden Schenn had been knocked down. The puck squirts into the Minnesota zone. Already almost 4.5 minutes into this quickly moving second period. Scandella ahead. Konopka will backhand it deep into the Philadelphia zone. Mason gives to Luke Schenn. And he'll flutter it out to the neutral zone. Ballard knocks it down. Couldn't get it past Ronaldo. To make that Vanderbilt. It's Ronaldo who barrels in on Prosser. Big hit there. Play stopped.
And it's up and over the glass.
But I think there might be a penalty as well, Coatsy, because I see a referee pointing to the box.
Oh, yeah, he's got it.
Minnesota, 2 minutes to delay a game.
Well, they're going to say it went over the glass without being touched. As we look at Mason at the other end, and some concern there.
And some pretty good stick handling here by Jake Voracek. Watch this. He stick handled right through Steve Mason.
This right here is amazing, because it actually hit both pads as Matt Cook takes the shot, and when Mason went down, he kind of got himself in a position where there was just a little gap in the butterfly, and you could see that maybe he pulled a muscle or something as he did go down to that butterfly, because he really wasn't in a good position when he did try to make the save.
Meantime, Prosser flipped the puck up over the glass, so penalty on Minnesota. The Flyers to the man advantage. They scored with their first power play. Hartnell played that across ice. Drew didn't have anywhere to go with that. Now he and Hartnell collide some. The puck got it there by the Wild, and a cross ice pass to Cook. He'll wind and fire. Save Mason. Hartnell after the puck again, and he is able to jab it to the neutral zone. And then it's played back in. Giroux drops it back, and the Flyers look to get this power play going. Voracek through center. Voracek off to Simmons. Simmons holding on, waiting, and then right back to Voracek. Drew just getting into the zone now. He had been dumped behind the play
by Matt Cook.
Voracek waiting. Drew's got a lot of room in the back door, but he's stationary right now. Voracek holding. And has a look. Tried to force it in front, and it was tipped away and cleared all the way down by Veilleux. 45 seconds left in the power play. Flyers changing up. Straight carries to center. And that spinorama pass, which Goes all the way to the boards, and now it's Reed. Up to Couturier and into the Minnesota zone. Suter beaten to the puck by Reed. Couturier back behind the net. Reed, and now LeCavalier. Strike didn't have much room to work with. Brodziak knocked it away, and Koivu clears.
Brodziak does a great job there of knowing that the puck's going right back to Streit. So he just lines himself up between the shooter being Streit and the goalie and forces Streit into that play.
Power play is over. Ronaldo in across the line, and his shot whipped wide. Back looking for that elusive first goal of the season. Got the puck back. He'll send it around behind the net. Braden Shen after it. Could not knock it down. Hanlon played it ahead, but not out of the zone. Sent back around, and now Coburn will race in after it. He comes together with Scandella. Ronaldo knocks down Granlund. The Flyers get the puck. Ronaldo has it. And a whistle.
Net's off.
Net is off.
Yeah, it's up
behind
off. It's Mark's
Backstrom.
pick.
So there's the reason for the whistle. Flyers still lead by 1.
Well, let's take a look at our Geico quote. It's Sean Couturier, and he's going to talk about, well, the division. As from now on, every game is going to be important because our division is so tight. Every night, some teams win and some teams are losing. The standings are tight, and we need every point we can get.
There you look at the standings from 2 through 7. 8 points separating those 6 teams. Pittsburgh has certainly separated at the top. The Islanders have fallen back at the bottom, but in between a mad scramble. If New Jersey loses in Chicago tonight and the Flyers win this game, we can tell you the Flyers will be in that 3rd position. There are only 3 automatic playoff spots at the top of the division.
That's what to shoot for. I mean, you set your sights on a wild card spot. I think you're aiming too low.
Early on in the year, it didn't appear as though the wild card would come from the Metropolitan Division, but that is somewhat changed. Toronto is coming back to earth, and you could get a wild card, but as Bill said, it's best to point for that 3rd spot. How to get that?
We had talked about that before, about the fact the math didn't look very good, but now all of a sudden, like you mentioned, it's kind of like a horse race. Everything's starting to happen as time moves on.
Not quite to the halfway point of the season yet. Here's Coburn with a shot. Score! Giroux cut through. May have gotten his stick on it, and the Flyers lead 3-1 as they score for a case of Tasty Cake.
What a good play by Braden Coburn. He is up on the play first of all, while Jake Voracek is battling in the corner. Yeah, Claude Giroux appeared to get a piece of it, but it looked like Braden Coburn was waiting until Giroux got into deflecting position.
And his timing was perfect because it looked like he was trying to score right off the get-go, but he did wait for Giroux. He had Backstrom down into that butterfly, and there was room up over the left shoulder, and they took advantage. Giroux with the redirect.
Well, Giroux has his 10th of the year, now tied with Matt Reed for the team lead. Remember he didn't have any goals? Now he's in double figures.
It seemed like forever, but it obviously wasn't forever.
Yeah, since that first goal, which came in that Edmonton game, only 3 players in the NHL have more points than Claude Giroux. He is hot. Another shot there by the Flyers. Reed did not get through. Matt Cook on it to the Philadelphia line. Reed gets it back for LeCavalier. He bunts it to Couturier. Couturier in the back end, and the forehand swung it back through. Oh, straight in LeCavalier and little Alphonse and Gaston there, and it leads to a break the other way. Cook with Coyle coming. Cook's pass deflected and goes wide.
What a good back-checking job by Couturier. He caught Coyle.
But then the Flyers turn it over and in front, and the big stop there as Mason flashed across on Brodziak, and the Flyers move it back out to center and play it in. Mazaros will dump it deep. So Voracek and Coburn with the assist. Giroux's 10th at 7:46. And that puck caught the safety netting, and so whistle stops play again.
Well, this is what these guys have done in the last 6 games. Michael Raffl, Claude Giroux, and Jake Voracek. We mentioned that it seemed like forever when Claude Giroux wasn't scoring. Well, nobody was back then. But as a team, the Flyers have scored coming into tonight, 17 goals in the last 4 games. And Claude Giroux is leading the way with help from Raffl and Voracek.
What do you think the Canadian Olympic team's thinking about that surge by Claude Giroux?
It's a no-brainer.
You think? Coach, there's so much talent up front for Team Canada.
Yeah.
To say a no-brainer, I mean, he certainly is a worthy But there are a lot of worthy players.
Oh, I'm not
out there.
we're a little biased.
Oh, for sure.
But I would say this, they're at least scratching their heads now, going, It was an easy decision the first month of the season.
Yeah, he's made it difficult on him. Sure.
Another penalty coming up here to the Wild.
Yeah, delayed call. Luke Schenn moving in along the wall. Centers, went off Braden Schenn. Now to Simmons, trying to wrap it around, but ran out of real estate. And Fontaine got to the puck, but another power play for Philadelphia as they will look to add to their lead.
Heatley was a little aggressive in his conversation with Sharon. Sharon's the one that made the call, and he's still yelling at him.
Minnesota number 15, Mark Alec for holding.
So a third power play for Philadelphia.
And the Flyers are going on.
Yep. That's an automatic call. You have somebody wrapped up with your stick like that. If the stick gets sort of jammed on the board, all you got to do is keep skating if you're the guy that wants to draw the penalty.
Timonen shot, deflection, and it went just wide. Hartnell and Simmons were both in front, but it dribbled wide of the cage. Giroux shot off of Backstrom, and now Voracek centers off of Hartnell and wide. Simmons retrieves. Giroux all the way across Voracek. Try to get it in front. Rattles off his skates and then is cleared by Koivu. Roger McDonald's power play payoff contestant. Already had a winner here tonight. Voracek. Stopped by Cook. They are onside. Cook will take the shot. Finds the glass. Giroux in along the boards. Upended but carrying on of the Flyers. Timonen in the middle. Voracek. Puts it off for Simmons. Simmons will have to chase after that. Wrap it up. The boards off of Giroux to Timonen for a shot. Deflection. Save. Rebound. Simmons. He was stopped in time. Out the other side. Hartnell. Oh, he could not finish. As Backstrom got some help, and then he flashed across, and they kept that puck out of the net somehow. Flyers that close to a 3-goal lead.
What a confident-looking power play this is now.
Well, moving that puck around for sure. Here is Strike to Reed. Now it's sent deep. Cavalier after it. Here's Braden Schenn. Toppling to the ice is Scandella. He was on top of the puck momentarily. Now he's forced to get up. The Flyers dig hard to get that puck back. Strike will wind and fire. Save made. Backstrom fanning on the clear was Bronziak, and now Couturier around behind the net. Cavalier trying to tip that back to Streit. Streit in the backhand is stopped by Stéphane Veilleux.
Boy, Streit's had some tough times, and not just because of the positioning. All of a sudden he gets the puck and there's somebody standing right in front of him. That's a tough play.
Reed up the middle. Off in the left wing. Schenn. Schenn turns. Power play is over. Back to full strength of the Wild. Reed all the way back out. Coburn shot blocked. That went off of Granlund all the way down the ice. So back to full strength hockey. 8:12 remaining in this second period. 3-1 hockey game. Vandevelde bounces back to Streit. He's going to send it up the wall and all the way down. This will be icing on Philadelphia.
So the Flyers coming oh so close to making this a 4-1 game on this centering try by Scott Hartnell. Look at Jared Spurgeon's stick. I think it had a chance to be going in. Spurgeon's the guy that got it out of midair. It actually hit a stick before it got to Spurgeon.
Yeah, it hit Mitchell. Yeah, hit Mitchell's stick. So, and you think you get a break and hit the goalie and go in.
Yeah, I mean, you got one goalie to deal with. You had three. And the other two, the guys without the big equipment, made the save in that particular occasion. Chances, as you can see, the Wild actually have a slight lead in the chances, but Flyers have taken better advantage of theirs. Here's Brodin. He lost it, and Hall will clear the zone. Suter, who is on pace for yet another 30-minute performance. It'll be, I think, his 19th of the year. Over 30 minutes in a game. In other words, playing more than half of the hockey game. And he doesn't even seem like he's breaking a sweat out there.
No kidding.
Here's Giroux for Hall. He's swarmed upon, and now the white jerseyed Wild move back with it. Koivu to Cook. Cook trying to get it back to Mikko, but it's broke it up. Coburn will jam it around the glass. And here's Adam Hall. To Giroux. Right back to Hall. Swerve to the right wing, and then a shot's deflected, and that goes out of play. 7 minutes exactly remaining in the second period. The captain on the board again for the Flyers as he celebrates his 10th of the year. Flyers lead 3-1.
Happy holidays from all of us here at Comcast Sportsnet as we take this opportunity with the Flyers leading 3-1 to take a look at the Wells Fargo great check of the game. And what a surprise during the holiday season. Zach Rinaldo absolutely drills Granlund. Granlund learns right there that you don't want to have your head down, top of the circle, coming out of your zone with Zach Rinaldo around.
Yeah, that's Zach's version of a holiday greeting. And he has led the Flyers in hits for a while, though Luke Schenn is gaining ground. Luke Schenn very active as always and climbing again among the ranks of the defensemen in hits. Luke Schenn has led all NHL defensemen in hits the last 3 years, and he's back up into third place this year. There's a shot by Luke Schenn, already has a goal in this one. That one skitters off of something in wide. Mazar's shot that caught Fontaine up high. Here's Voracek down low, cutting in front, lost control, loose puck, and it's cleared out of harm's way. Now Mazar's across to Luke Schenn again. He's looking to shoot again. Deflection blocked. And played now ahead by Spurgeon to Heatley. Cross ice. Now Brodziak it across the Philadelphia line. His shot is gloved by Mason. He'll hang right on to it. And a little more jousting in front.
Well, listen up for a second. If you've been procrastinating, we've got good news
I never
for
do
you.
that, by the way. Never.
Yeah, right. Well, then it's not too late to get a Flyers Santa sack. I mean, each one includes an autographed puck, a couple of tickets to a Flyers Game 4 Adirondack Phantoms tickets, and a 2014 Flyers calendar and more. So finish off your shopping list with the perfect gift for every hockey fan.
That is, if you're in desperate straits like some of us and still have some shopping to do. That is perfect right there. The Santa.
I'm getting started tomorrow.
Well, I have some shopping to do tomorrow. Not that I procrastinate. Tomorrow's what? Christmas Eve. Oh, okay. Plenty of time, right?
Yes.
There's Brodin back with Simmons on him. Brodin sending it up the wall. Niederreiter, former Islander, came over in the trade that sent Cal Clutterbuck. The alliteration trade, we call it. Went to the Island. That puck does stay in play. Here's Hartnell. Changing direction behind the net. And then it's Suter who engulfs him. Takes the puck away. Simmons tried it free for a moment. The Wild have it back and set out to the neutral zone. Timonen just chops it across ice. 5:40 remaining in this second period. Flyers have 3 goals on 13 shots. Pominville to Niederreiter. Niederreiter taken down by Coburn. Niederreiter ends up on top of the puck. Now they are told to move it on the boards by referee Paul Dvorsky. They're moving it, but not very far. Now it finally comes free, and Granlund nearly got to the slot with it. Timonen ends up down behind the net. Gets back up. Granlund has the puck. Pominville right back to Granlund, centering it in front, jabbed away by Coburn. And now Lecavalier will spring Reed. Reed moving up, looking for help. Hands off. Lecavalier, the shot! Save Backstrom. Back behind the net again. Lecavalier centered it in front, and Reed denied by Backstrom. Great setup by Lecavalier. Back to Grossman. His shot blocked out high, dribbles wide. Ballard tips it to the board, surging after that. Couturier. Ballard backhands, and then it's just iced all the way down by Pominville. And so the Flyers will get an offensive zone draw. Well, from the archives of the Winter Classic matchup at Citizens Bank Park on New Year's Eve 2011, watch Flyers legends from the past 4 decades face off in an outdoor matchup against the Rangers alumni. Watch this Philly Sports Classic Christmas Day at 12:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. One of my highlights. 20 years broadcasting here with that alumni game. The chills are to see the different generations of Flyer fans all on the same ice, and the 40,000, 45,000 fans. That was just a great day. Still run into
At least 1,000 people have attended that game and say the same thing. Gosh, it was great.
Bernie Perrant's great save on Duguay. It was just a great, great day. You can relive it on Christmas Day. Raffle trying to clear that puck, goes to Koivu. His shot blocked by Streit. Batted in the air, and it's a hand pass. Hand pass as it went from one Wild player to another. We'll step aside. 4:15 remaining here in the second.
Well, there's Flyer Scott Hartnell. He is the subject of our Independence Blue Cross Fearless Play. early in this game. Stick came up high, looked like it caught him in the throat. He had to have some inkling of what was to come because he shook it off. And on that play that Luke Schenn scored on, he picked up his 500th NHL point.
Let's take a look. Matt Cooke went off the ice partially. Well, he was bleeding, flat out. You don't partially bleed, you bleed. And he ran into Raffl accidentally. It was helmet to helmet, and Cooke took the worst of that.
I didn't sense a whole lot of sympathy coming from the Flyers bench. As Coburn keeps that puck in. Matt Cooke has cleaned up his act. There's no question about it, but his reputation's still there. Couturier, that angle shot he loves. Firing from the angle, but that time denied by Backstrom.
There are 29 benches without any sympathy.
A very good point. Nick Grossman, they hit the puck. There are still those who wonder whether or not his skate going in on Erik Karlsson last year was intentional or not. It was a Cavalier moving up. Chip it deeper. Rodin to Veilleux, and he clears his own. Luke Schenn momentarily lost sight of that, and now turns it over to Konopka. And Konopka will blast. Save made. Mason, no rebound to be had.
You know, I'm not sure everybody knows that they could catch their next Flyers game from a Wells Fargo Center club box seat. You can enjoy the game from the premium lower level and have access to a private bar, wait service, restrooms. It's all right there. They're great seats. Call now for the latest special January game offers.
Draw here coming up as the fans look on from that great vantage point. Full house here at Wells Fargo Center.
There's the animal. Frank.
Was it? I didn't even see
Frank
that.
the Animal.
That was him.
You just never know who's going to be in one of those suites.
One of the great phantoms of all time.
Indeed.
Jeez, and one of the toughest humans ever to lace on the blades, right?
He was that.
He was scary. He was. I did those games so many times for the Phantoms that he was just a pleasure. I'll tell you what, he was a big reason that they were so successful.
He's a nice guy, too.
Oh, great guy. Got a landscaping business down now.
It's a turnover. Hartnell the steal. Gets it back to Timonen. And he'll roll it around behind. That went out of play. It snuck up over the glass. Somehow actually dropped into the seats underneath the safety netting.
People wondered
What's this?
what I meant when I yelled, there's the animal.
There he
That's
is, yeah.
him, dead center.
Probably talking about one of his fights right now with that fan, right?
Yeah, you know what?
You're on right now.
Look to the right. It's
Yeah.
me texting him.
Just
I'm-
Oh, now
Yeah,
somebody's
he's getting a
calling him to
phone
say
call
you're
now.
on camera, right?
Yeah, we got you.
Frank Bialowas.
And you know, you say that he's a great guy. So many of the tough guys off the ice are some of the best guys. Not just in terms of being characters, but actually being polite, gentlemen. You know, and then you see him just completely do the opposite of that on the ice. Here's a steal by the Flyers. Brayden Schenn cutting on in, lost control, gets it back, tried to center, and it was blocked aside. Good play made there by the Wild as Scandella kept that getting back out in front. Now Bronziak starts back. Pass to Heatley, taken off the puck by Luke Schenn. Then a pass to center to Hartnell, and he'll twist it in to the Minnesota zone. Nice come out of his net to play it up. Here's Heatley. And he'll move it ahead. Justin Fontaine. As far as Nick Grossman. Grossman played it right back into Fontaine's skates. And now Grossman pinning Heatley. And Heatley in the last year of a deal. Up to Fontaine. Might have been a compliance buyout candidate, but he was injured at the end of last year, so they couldn't use it on him. Here's Brodin. Right behind the net, Heatley chopping at Grossman. Grossman trying to just control him. Pinning him up against the glass, he does, but Raffl in some heavy traffic coughs it up. Coyle able to wrestle that puck away. Grossman now working on him. Big-bodied youngster, Ali Coyle, changing direction. Coyle out the other side. Gets it back out to the point. Here's the shot, Brodin, and that was blocked by Raffl, and he's having some trouble getting back up. He's on 1.5 legs right now as Raffl, as that puck is behind the net. Pominville. Pominville twisting it in front. Loose puck. Where is it? It's in the skates of Niederreiter. And he's hurting to the corner. Raffl a chance to clear. No mistake this time. Down the ice it goes. Voracek after the puck. It's 7th block for the Flyers. A painful one for Michael Raffl.
You know, all kinds of zone time for the Wild. but not a scoring chance. That's the biggest difference in this period. The Flyers have just piled up scoring chances and could have run away with this game. And when the Wild have contained in the Flyer zone, those chances.
Coburn's shot here is muted out high. Reed around behind. Voracek there, tipped it, hoping for Reed. Finds his way through to Coburn instead. Back to Voracek, trying to center, but it was blocked by Granlund. Here comes Couturier to chop it free. Voracek now realizes there's going to be a penalty called here. Hooking will be the call. In the offensive zone, it's going to be Voracek going to the box.
Michael Raffl is still shaking off the effects of this block. Ooh. Oh my gosh, he went down backwards. No wonder he's hurting. It was right in the bend of his knee, right in the back. And on that last sequence in the Flyer zone, watch Claude Giroux here on Nino Niederreiter, just muscling him off the puck to help get it out of the zone.
Now you play like that in your defensive zone. That's why the plus-minus mark has been on the upswing for Claude Giroux here of late. So the Flyers short-handed here. Voracek gone. Only 18 seconds remaining in the period. But another chance for the Wild with a man advantage as they try to get back within one. Up to the corner boards. Ooh, stick in the midsection there. No call. Goes off of Couturier, then Koivu. All the way out, and then played by Suter. A shot deflected and skittered to the other corner as the horn sounds. They'll still have a minute and 33 seconds of power play time remaining with the Wild. Giroux quickly exits. He scored. Mason stopped everything fired his way in that second period. It's 3-1 Flyers through 2. Tonight's Flyers Wild second period was brought to you by Kia. To learn more, visit kia.com. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery. This Tuesday's Mega Millions jackpot now has an estimated annuity of $22 million. So play today. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. Players must be 18 years or older. Downstairs we go. Coatsy, at last, chats with Scott Hartnell.
It just seems like we were talking about your 900th game in the National Hockey League. Now tonight we're going to be talking about your 500th point in the National Hockey League. How does that make you feel? That's such an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's been a great ride so far. It's been a great career, great life. It is special, but be even more special with a big win tonight. Make our Christmas break a lot more special. We
had a contribution right off the bat, that point that we're talking about, because you nearly had your head taken off inside the blue line, ended up getting down low. But what did you see? I mean, you had that puck right at the goal line. What happened after that?
Well, I just tried to take the puck to net, and the guy kind of knocked my stick away, and Luke came in and made a great shot. So Simmer did a good job getting the puck down to me down low, but when we're going, we were skating, protecting the puck. We're a hard team to play against, and saw that period where we had a lot of offensive zone time.
Scotty, thanks, and congratulations on your 500.
Thanks, Coach.
It's that time of year, Coatsy. It's a wonderful life for Scott Hartnell as he gets his 500th point, and the Flyers have the lead. John Bourque and Al Morganti are next with their analysis. Period number 2. Flyers 3, Wild 1 through 40 minutes. Tonight's third period on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by your Philadelphia Super Network Buick GMC dealers. And by McDonald's. Now at McDonald's, any size iced coffee or sweet tea is just $1. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Drew has certainly made his imprint on this game. There are your statistics brought to you by Sugar House Casino.
Well, the Flyers have evened the shot total. Now remember, the Flyers only had 5 shots in the first period. They really came on and carried the play to Minnesota in the second period, and now have this game exactly where they wanted it going into the third.
The only goal of the second period belonged to the captain, his 10th of the year, Coburn and Voracek with the helpers. Our GMC NHL update comes to you from Calgary, where the Flyers will be on this upcoming road trip to Saddle Dome, which was underwater 3 or 4 months ago. Only goal this one so far from Kevin Shattenkirk, the defenseman, as he's able to pop that one and give those Blues a 1-0 lead over Calgary as they play the second period out in Calgary. Flyers in Edmonton Vancouver, Calgary, first half of this upcoming road trip. But work to do here on home ice before they head out on the road, before they celebrate the holiday, in fact, as they have a 3-1 lead here. And that puck snuck out to center ice. A power play opportunity for the Wild here to start the period. 1:13 still remaining on the Voracek hooking minor. As you look at the numbers for these teams and the situations they're in entering this third period. Third period is the best period of the game for the Wild in terms of goal differential. Flyers have had their ups and downs in the third period, but they have been scoring more, that's for sure, in the third period here of late. Of course, remember the last home game, they had 5 third period goals.
This is where the Wild could use their Mr. Clutch, Zach Parise, who is not in the lineup tonight.
And in case you joined us late, a late scratch due to an injury, a lower body injury for Parise. Puck set all the way down, Raffl hustling. Had to get that puck free, didn't give up on it, but finally it is corralled by Coyle. He'll get to his own line and then swing back down to 27 seconds on the Minnesota power play.
Michael Raffl sneaks up on people with his speed. If you haven't played against him before, all of a sudden he's beside you and he's overtaking you. Then he's pulling ahead of you. You go, whoa. He's got such a long stride. I don't think other players think he's that fast until they get beside him.
He's got that stride, but you know one thing we've got to all talk to him about is face the shooter when you go to block a shot.
Oh,
Yeah, that was
really
a bit unconventional.
A little bit, yeah. And you know what? I give him a lot of credit. He got a piece of it, but you don't want to do that all the time.
Flyers have killed the penalty. There's a turnover. Giroux on the backhand, and the save made by Backstrom. Voracek out of the box. There's Giroux looking for his second of the game. Twitter shot time from the 2 periods. And that first one for Broad Street Bull, a good point, Steve Downey. Nice gestures. He donated over $1,200 worth of Hartnell Down books to shop today. Hartnell Down book is a great item, Christmas item.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. He has been certainly delivering gifts to the Flyers. Timonen shot there goes high and wide. Lecavalier behind the net. Giroux, now Voracek coming away from the Wells Fargo Center for the final time in 2013. Great crew. Thanks to them all year long for their great work. Comcast, of course, that angled through there. It's back to Timonen. And now Voracek. Voracek stopper save. Made rebound shot blocked. Another rebound is blocked as Lecavalier was trying to get it through. Now it's Voracek again. Back for Lecavalier, and he's checked as he got to the slot. And finally the Wild have the puck. And it's Torrey Mitchell moving up. Right wing feed for Matt Cook. Push it deeper into the Philadelphia zone. Coburn trying to avoid a penalty here. He lets up on Mitchell after initially making contact with him. Timonen sidesteps a check as he tried to get that puck to Lecavalier. Koivu steals. Cross ice for Mitchell. Mitchell for Cook. Matt Cook, now 35 years of age, gets it back. And that shot goes wide from Ballard. Out to Prosser for a shot. Save Mason. Big rebound, and right there is Voracek. Gets the legs moving and then just chips it through the neutral zone. Well done there. No icing. Flyers get their change. Ballard starts up. We hit the 3-minute mark of this third period already. Simmons tracks bouncing puck. Luke Schenn, Saros, Hartnell, and then Simmons. Right back to Luke, and Schenn will wind it deep into the Minnesota zone. Flyers go to work on the attack. Hartnell the check. The puck to Nazaros. Shot deflected, went wide. Hartnell back to it. Gets to Nazaros again. One times it. That one off the glove of Backstrom, or a player in front, and it bounces free, and now it's Fontaine the other way. With speed. Swerves to the right wing. A stutter step move. Tried to drop it back. Nazaros said no, and he clears the zone. He goes past Scandell, no icing.
Fontaine was very fortunate that he got his head up because he was about ready to get clobbered in the neutral zone.
Pearson Ponville, good pass ahead. Niederreiter off the shot by Grenlund. The save made by Mason. And a penalty. An interference call signaled, and so the Wild will go back to the power play. Crowd doesn't like this call.
Well, Nick Grossman asked the same thing. And Greg Dvorsky's right in front of me. He's going to make the call. You see, Grossman actually got the shoulder. A little active coming back on the shot by Niederreiter.
Well, Grossman's going to the bench.
Now, that's interesting because it certainly wasn't Adam Hall. Adam Hall's going, it wasn't me. What did I do? Nick Grossman thought it was him because I'm pretty sure he was the guy. Let's take a look.
8 versus 18.
Watch right there. Grossman.
Yeah, 8 versus
Yeah.
18, and Adam Hall guilty of being in the vicinity.
Guilty by location. And that's interesting. He never touched him. But I do think that the call could have been legitimate on Grossman because the hit was a little late. The puck wasn't there.
Not sure if Grossman kills penalties, Hall kills penalties, different
Yeah,
positions. Not sure there's a benefit there either way. Hall's so good on the faceoffs. And Minnesota wins this faceoff and goes right to work with this power play. Granlund tip back to Spurgeon, across ice Suter. Suter side of the net. Koivu now tries to center. Granlund has it. Granlund given a little room. Now Timonen takes it away, and his centering attempt blocked by Kimo. And Coburn, a chance to clear, didn't get much on that, and Spurgeon keeps it in. Coburn another try, and he gets plenty of that one. All the way down it goes.
Such an important kill. The Flyers have had a chance to really force feed the sleeping pill to the Minnesota Wild on a number of scoring chances, but they haven't been able to get a 3-goal lead. You don't want to give the Wild any life, so this is an important kill.
Now this almost qualifies as a hanging around kind of situation. The Wild still very much within range, even though they don't score a lot of goals. They're right there. Suter gets the puck in. Pominville back to Granlund. Granlund tried to get it back to the point. He was checked by Schenn, and the puck squirts back down the ice, already past the midpoint of the man advantage. There is Suter on pace again for over 30 minutes in 21 minutes through 2 periods of play. It's to Koivu. He's forced in center by Raffl again. Koivu finally does find the puck, snaps it into the Philadelphia zone. Skitters all the way to Luke Schenn. Schenn couldn't clear it. Koivu read it beautifully. Keeps it in, got it to Granlund, but he is checked. Giroux after him with a lot of force, and the Flyers clear the zone. And then a cross-ice pass for the Wild makes its way to Scandella. Scandella pushes it deeper into the Philadelphia zone. Luke Schenn there. Scandella follows up, knocks him down. Penalty. And as the Wild play the puck, there's the whistle. So the Flyers in 18 seconds will get a power play of their own. And until then, it's 4-on-4.
Minnesota penalty, 2 minutes for Hook.
Let's pick up the penalty here. Scandella, who's normally a defenseman, he gets flying into the zone, and you can see get the hook right into Luke Schenn.
It's a good break for the Flyers. Hey, we hope that you're making plans right now to go to the Flyers Wives Carnival. It's Sunday, January the 26th at Wells Fargo Center. Ready your chance to meet your favorite Flyers face-to-face. How about that? For tickets, just visit FlyersCarnival.com. It's a great event. You'll love it if you haven't tried it before.
Matt Cook moving up here. A 4-on-4 situation, which ends in 10 seconds. The Flyers get the puck. Good work by Streit. Trying to get it ahead to Reed. Streit gets it back. Get across the line. His pass off to Giroux, and now Meszaros. Meszaros to Reed. Waits, holds. Trying to center, block. Comes back to him. The Flyers are now on the man advantage. Reed turning it to Giroux. Giroux for Hartnell, didn't get much on that shot, and Ballard takes care of what was left of it and clears. Mason all the way up to Giroux. Dropping it off for Timonen as they get the full power play unit out on the ice. The Flyers will have a pass go off the mark at the line, and it's cleared all the way down. Flyers 3 for the last 25. Power play has struggled some, and it's struggled at home this year. There's no question about that. Came into this game at 11.1% at home, although they have tallied a man advantage goal here tonight. Timonen drops it back, slingshot to Giroux, and now Hartnell. Hartnell backhands it right back to Timonen, and now it's Giroux. They're set up. 48 seconds on the power play. Simmons to Hartnell, and he healed that shot to the corner. Voracek to Hartnell. Now Timonen to Giroux. One-time shot, and Backstrom anticipated, got across, and made the save.
I'll tell you what, for a guy that's lost his last 6 decisions and has only won 2 of 11 games this year, Nick Backstrom looks pretty darn good in this game. Without him, the Wild would be buried by now.
If you watch him down here, he's very methodical in his movement. In other words, right there, you see how he understood what was going to happen. He got himself very technically sound, right to the right spot for that save on Giroux.
There's a shot by Meszaros that's deflected to the corner. Braden Schenn got to it. Escaped from the boards and gets to Streit. All kinds of room. Winds and fires. And that one might have hit Reed. It was blocked aside either way. It didn't get on net. Flyers get it back. Centering pass for Reed goes through him. Now rotating back is Strite to wind it deep. Braden Shen knocks it down behind the net. Plays it back out to Meszaros. Meszaros now to LeCavalier to the slot. And then dropped it back. Nobody home. Meszaros has to go over and get it. Power play over in 3 seconds. Braden Shen to Reed. Reed. LeCavalier. That one bounced around, and now the Wild have a chance to move up. And here's Scandella, who's out of the box. Working on Meszaros. Got his step nearly cut in front. It was behind the net. Meszaros finishes him. Scandella stays right with it, though. Strite taken down by Koivu. That could have been called. It's allowed. The Flyers clear the zone. And Godin plays it. Pass ahead. Here's Koivu. Marked by Couturier. Still got the pass through. Fontaine steers it wide. We passed the 8-minute mark of this third period. Flyers trying to get their bearings a little bit in the defensive zone. Grossman up the wall. Could not be cleared by Raffl. Raffl will get another try, and he swings it to the middle, but right there is Suter. He's so good at reading the game. Suter was a half step ahead of Raffl there, but the Flyers get it out to center here. Hall moving up. Raffl joins him. Hall holds his shot. Save the rebound. Could not be batted out of midair by Raffl. Rolls to the other side of the ice. Coburn. He is stopped by Suter. Now, second try got it through. Couturier back on the backhand was Luke Schenn to Simmons. Simmons to Couturier. Couturier deals off to Coburn for the wrist shot. Save. Backstrom rebound. Swatted all the way down the ice by Fontaine. This will be icing on Minnesota. Look, they wave it off. It didn't quite make it to the goal line. It ran out of gas right along the near boards. So play continues. There's Ballard. Head for Niederreiter. No bounce, one to center. Meszaros knocks that one down to Luke Schenn. Gets away in the neutral zone. Now Pominville looking to spring at Niederreiter. Broken up by Meszaros. Braden Shen ahead to Meszaros. They say it's onside as he moves toward the slot. His pass broken up. Now the counter rush opportunity for Minnesota. Ballard. Leggett to center. Pass to Granlund. Dumped by Meszaros. The puck does squeeze through. Braden Shen contact on Pominville. They've been together all night long, it seems. And the puck for Hartnell in the middle. Strite. Strite gains the line. Stutter step move on Scandella. And Scandella able to shove him off the puck. Brantley comes in. He's bumped into. Braden Shen got in there. Niederreiter. Forced by Raffl. Good hard work by the Flyers in the offensive zone. They are certainly not sitting back. Scandella checked. Puck will squirt free, and now Spurgeon. Up the wall with it. His pass off the shin pad. Comes back to him. Kicks it out of his skates, and now Heatley in the right wing. Spurgeon tries the other side of the ice. Brodziak's there. His pass intercepted by Giroux. Sends it ahead, hoping for Raffl. It was an airborne pass that Raffl got his stick on but couldn't control. Now it's high in the air right at the Philadelphia line. Heatley and Coburn come together. The puck bounces free to Brodziak, and now Fontaine, a shot blocked off by Giroux. To the corner, Grossman. Ahead, Voracek. Voracek in tight quarters. Did not panic and found Braden Coburn. The right wing feed for Giroux. And Giroux is slashed at as he'll play the puck deeper into the Minnesota zone. Past the midpoint of this third period. 9:23 remaining. It's still a 3-1 Philadelphia lead. Fontaine sends it in as the Wild complete a line change. Mason sets the puck up for Coburn. And now Couturier for Reed. And he is able to push it into the Minnesota zone. Ballard gets it right back. Here's it ahead. He's got Cook for Coyle. Going wide. Sauce kept him to the outside. Now Koivu. Koivu checked by Couturier. Communication from the referee there, and now Couturier able to scoop that one out to the neutral zone.
Strong by Couturier. Should be where he's at his best. And the Flyers in this third period with a 2-1 with a 2-goal lead are still trying to make plays. That's the script that Craig Berube wants to follow.
Look out here. Oh, Mason, the save on Koivu as Cook spotted him cutting in on goal. There's that athleticism of Mason coming up just when he needed it.
And out of nowhere, there wasn't really a heck of a lot of things happening. The Flyers doing such a good job defensively, and then bang, he got a great save by Mason.
Wild not going away as they dig for that puck, but the Flyers come away with it. Here's Simmons. He'll pop it up and chase himself. Scandella and Simmons. Simmons gets there first. Scandella wipes out. Simmons looking, turning it toward the net. It drifts wide all the way to Strite. Strite again up on the play. Got it to Hartnell for the shot, and that one denied. skips back out to the boards, straight in on it again, but now it's worked past him by Spurgeon. One of the players back is a forward here, and Simmons, they're going to work on him. The shot, though, handled easily by Mason from Bayou. 3-1 Flyers, 7:42 to play.
Flyers lead the Minnesota Wild by the score of 3-1, and it could have been a little closer hadn't been for this guy. It's our Hyundai save of the game. As watch, right across. Great pass right out in front to Koivu. Koivu's going to be outside the pipe. Remember, we always say you want to get us outside the pipe to get as much net to work with. But Steve Mason anticipated it, saw it, and then threw his body right across the goal crease area to make our Hyundai save of the game.
That was a good one, and he got run into by Koivu. You know what? Steve Mason doesn't draw many goalie interference penalties because when you hit him, that 6'4", 200, how many pounds is it? He doesn't fall down real easy, does he?
He does not do the flop, does he? He does stop pucks, though. He certainly has done that well here tonight. 23 saves off of those players right there. The Wild is trying to find offense anywhere and try to do so without one of their leading goal scorers, Zach Parise, on this night. Off the face-off, the puck bounces free and teaming it ahead. That one gets through Granlund and played by Ryan Suter. Brodin ahead for Pominville. Back to Suter, who will be prominent for sure as he stays healthy for Team USA, and so she coming up at the Olympics in February. Those teams will be announced. Winter Classic, the Team USA at least, and there's a lot of speculation as to who will be on the team. Granlund tripped up at the Philadelphia line. Coburn ahead. And there's Voracek dropping it back to Giroux, and Giroux gets the red line. Simple play, dumping it in. But afford to do that when you're up 2 with 7 minutes to play. Now Voracek races to a puck, centers for Giroux, but couldn't get his stick cleanly on that one, and racing the other way with it is Suter. Had a bouncer in on Mason, just fends that one off all the way out to the point. Spurgeon. He gets to Heatley. Heatley out to the point, kept in by Suter. He's got all kinds of room. Cross ice, Heatley shot, and the save made by Mason, and he swallows it. No rebound. We'll be back. Two. Danny Pomels and Rob Burke here for a preview of Chevy Malibu Sports Night coming up after the postgame show.
Hey, JJ, thank you. Of course, you know the Eagles scored a big win last night and got maybe even an early start on another win coming up because of news that came out of Dallas today regarding the NFC East showdown and who won't be available, it would seem, for the Dallas Cowboys.
Can you believe it? Trent Cole is second all-time on the Eagles sack list. He passed Clyde Simmons this past weekend, second to only Reggie White. Derek Gunn goes gun-on-one with Pro Hunt 58, as he likes to call himself on Twitter. All that and much more coming up after our Flyers coverage. Let's go back to JJ, Bill Clement, and Coatsy downstairs.
All right. Thank you very much. Big win for the Eagles. They get set for their big game as the Flyers try to take care of business here with 6:36 remaining in the third. Devils are losing in their game in Chicago 3-1. The second period of that game. That shot there deflected to the corner. New Jersey loses that game and the Flyers win here. The Flyers move into third place and they get to see themselves sit there for at least 3 days because nobody plays in the NHL the next 3 days. That used to be just Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Now it's the day after Christmas as well, Boxing Day up in Canada. And you cannot even practice on that day as Hartnell's thrown down there.
My first year with the Flyers, we played Christmas night in Boston.
Yeah, that has changed in a big way. Flyers move up 3-on-2 here. Hartnell to Schenn. Schenn to Mazaros. The shot, save, rebound. Hartnell chopping away. Backstrom held his ground.
There's that trailer. Boy, I love that when you be able to drop that guy back and nobody can get at him and he gets the big shot off.
Now the battle, and it comes free to Koivu, but he overskated inside of the net and the puck flipped ahead. Here's LeCavalier. Brodin getting back. Reed joins. Reed takes the puck back to LeCavalier. Backhander goes high. Now Reed after Coyle. The puck to Koivu, and out in center ice it's Cook. Backhanding it. Brodin, and he'll just slot one into the Philadelphia zone. 5:20 remaining in the third. Flyers lead by 2. Wild trying to generate some offense. Brodin Winds it deep. Couturier's all over that. There's hesitation by Sean Couturier. Now he skates up. Snaps that one from the red line. It bounces wide of Backstrom. Flips it up the wall. That one will make its way to the neutral zone. Streit plays it there. And now it skips into the Minnesota zone. LeCavalier checked by Scandella. And Brodin takes over. The defenseman, 20 years of age, moved it up the wall. Couturier center, passes to Raffl, tried to make the deke. It was knocked away from him. Couturier will drop it back. That shot, or actually it was a slap pass into the middle, is cut off. And back the other way go the Wild. Coyle with the puck. From the red line, he'll wind it in. Mason could not stop it. Scandella on it, and the shot as Mason was trying to get back in. Went wide now. Redirection try by Niederreiter. And that goes into the safety netting. He'll step aside. 4:28 remaining in the third. Tonight's Flyers Wild game was brought to you by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. By Bud Light, it's the sure side of a good time. Here we go. And by Wells Fargo. You're considering buying your first home? Wells Fargo is with you. Wells Fargo, together we go far. Beautiful look at the city of brotherly love. Summer light. The last day and a half or so. Unfortunately, a lot of moisture in the air.
Don't get used to it, though.
No, the temperatures are already dropping. And Michael Raffl dumps the puck into the Minnesota zone. And now it's Pominville. An outlet, and it's on the money to Niederreiter. Coburn chasing him. Niederreiter, one hand on his stick. Little control around behind Granlund. Granlund met by Timonen. Pominville trying to fish the puck out of there. He does. Giroux trying to tie him up. The centering pass denied by Coburn. Everybody covered there. Good work by the Flyers. Well, the puck stays in the zone, and now Pominville across ice. Prosser just sending one side of the net. They center it, and it's blocked at the side of the net by Timonen.
Oh, good play by Timonen.
Out of town scores, upper right-hand corner of your screen. Busiest night in the National Hockey League all season long. 28 of 30 teams playing. Only the Canadiens and Canucks are off tonight.
Mikko Koivu on the ice here for Minnesota. His older brother Saku was part of a comeback by Anaheim in Washington. They trailed 2-0. Anaheim wins that one 3-2, and now they've played 9 consecutive games and won them with wins. Won them all.
They have done a job. Bruce Boudreau has done out in Anaheim with that club.
Yeah, that's his first game back in Washington.
It was, that's right. Sweet win for Bruce Boudreau. There's a big hit. In fact, the Flyer ends up in that position. Hopefully he's okay. Let's see who it is.
Nobody looked like they were trying to, and nobody was helping him out of there either.
Well,
yeah, you don't tend to get help in the opposition bench.
No, but you know, he's probably more embarrassed than anything because watch this. He tries to go after Sutton, but now
he pushed
can't.
him down.
Yes.
Oh, that Niederreiter pushed him down.
Niederreiter a little bit, but what happened is now he's in a position where his balance won't allow him to be able to pull himself back up. And they're not helping him. He got helped down, but he didn't get helped up.
It's a little center of gravity issue.
That's
there.
exactly right. But he was right on the dasher board, and he's probably saying to himself, this is a little embarrassing.
But, you know, Niederreiter, by the letter of the law, deserved a penalty there for even touching him when he was in there.
At the very least, Nino's going to get himself some coal in his stocking for that move. Here's Timonen moving up. Gotten up, they're offside as the Cavalier moved ahead.
You know, hockey socks have no feet in them.
That's true. Cold just go right down. Coatsy.
Let's take a look at our Toyota turning point, and it was a beauty. As you got Braden Coburn's going to wind up, and it looks like he's going to take the shot, but no, he waits just a little bit, and then Claude Giroux kind of comes into the picture, redirects it, and that is our Toyota turning point of tonight's game.
And the Flyers hoping to make things stand up here with 2:45 to go. We'll keep an eye on Backstrom. He'll in all likelihood go to the bench in favor of an extra attacker relatively soon. Prosser, that puck to center, but waiting for it is Luke Schenn across to Mazzaros. And he'll wind it in. It skips all the way to Voracek. And to fend off the checking of Scandella. Voracek, a great job protecting the puck. And now Giroux takes over. Giroux to Luke Schenn for a shot, blocked by Prosser. Back to Giroux, and he'll just send it around behind. Voracek's there, trying to tuck it in. Backstrom made the save, but Giroux to the carom. Flyers in the offensive zone. They don't mind this at all. Voracek holding on. Back to Giroux. And now it's Mazaros across. Luke Schenn wristing one. Giroux went for the redirection, but it skipped on through. But good 30 to 35 seconds spent in the offensive zone right there. Heatley at the Philadelphia line. Dumped by Luke Schenn. He just continues to pile up the hits. Now Giroux will float one toward Backstrom. He bats it away. 1:42 on the third period clock.
And the best part about that 35 seconds of containment, it forces a desperation breakout by Minnesota, and they had no chance of getting into the Flyers zone and creating an attack. Here they are again. The Flyers are doing such a good job in the offensive zone.
Here's Pominville. Checked by Schenn. Now Granlund across. Spurgeon tried to get to that. There goes Backstrom to the bench. So the extra tacker on for the Wild. They win a battle. A side angle shot is blocked by Grossman as Pominville couldn't get it through. And now Braden Schenn has the puck. Looking, his pass to Simmons, to the red line Simmons, to the blue line Simmons. Holds, fires, and scores! Second of the night for Wayne Simmons. His 5th goal in the last 4 games. The empty netter puts this one away. 4-1 Flyers. Simmons again for a case of tasty cake.
What a great individual effort. I can hear Craig Berube yelling at him, "Serpentine, Wayne." He snaked his way up there. Look at him. Back and forth. He changed directions and had to make an S turn at the end just to find an opening. Good play. Individual effort by Wayne Simmons.
He was up on his skates, and you know what? He's getting better and better and stronger as the season moves forward. Right there, does a really nice job.
And he's our Bud Light player of the game. Loose puck down at the other end now. Flyers come away with that. Mazaros will move it ahead. Wayne Simmons has 10 goals on the year, half of them in the last 4 games. I'd say that's picking up your pace. But the Flyers now have 3 players at double figures. They had 1 at the start of the night. Both Giroux and Simmons scoring their 10th goal here tonight. 27 seconds remaining in this one. The crowd that remains giving the Flyers a nice ovation. It's the last time they'll see him this year. In 2013, that is. And the Flyers win this game. That means they're going to go over 2 months between losses here in this building because they aren't back here again until January 8th. And their last loss here was November the 7th. 4-1 the final score here tonight. 9 wins in a row for the Flyers here at home. They're back above 500 and could very well be in 3rd place as the Christmas break hits. Wayne Simmons, part of a big effort here. Mason, solid in goal, and the Flyers, their first 9-game home winning streak since October, November of 05. Only the 3rd time they have won 9 in a row or more here at the Wells Fargo Center.
And their whole bunch of top shelf performers brought to you by Mazda that were wearing Flyers uniforms in this one. And the Minnesota Wild, Ryan Suter just piles up a lot of playing time, but nothing got going for Minnesota, courtesy of the Flyers' defensive effort. Scott Hartnell, his 500th career point. Steve Mason, good in goal. Wayne Simmons with a pair. Nice effort all around for Philadelphia.
Really was. A lot of different players contributing, and the Flyers back above 500. After the break, they'll be on the road for 6 in a row, starting in Edmonton on Saturday night. Our coverage on the Comcast Network begins at 9:30. Santa was here. So were the Minnesota Wild, but the Flyers win this one 4-1. For the entire crew, as well as my partners, Bill Clement and Steve Coates, I'm Jim Jackson. Merry Christmas from the Wells Fargo Center. Stay tuned now for Chevy Malibu Sports Night featuring Flyers Post Game Live presented by McDonald's.